Hello students, today's our topic is elasticity of supply. Earlier we have read about the demand and elasticity of demand and supply. Demand and supply has an inverse relation. With the increase in the price, demand decreases whereas supply increases. So, elasticity of demand and elasticity of supply are almost same, just the relation of the price is different. The elasticity of supply is also of 5 types, that is perfectly inelastic supply, perfectly elastic supply, and the third is less than unitary supply, more than unitary supply, or unitary supply. It means there are 5 types of elasticity. We take one by one. Perfectly elastic supply. Perfectly elastic supply means if the price of the commodity remain unchanged or there is a negligible change in the price, but supply itself increases more. Suppose price of the supply was 7 and price of the commodity of 7 and supply at the price 7 was 10, but price remains 7 constantly, and due to change in the other factor, except price, the supply increases by 5 and became 15. So, see, the price of the commodity remains 7 unchanged, but supply changes from 10 to 15 or it may be from 10 to 5. In that stage, the price has negligible change or unchanged, but supply changes more. This type of elasticity is called perfectly elastic supply. The graph of this is given in the notes or in the book. The supply, if on the x axis it is supply and on the y axis it is price, then the supply is perpendicular almost on the x axis to the y axis. It is perpendicular to the y axis or parallel to the x axis. It means if the price is on the y axis and the supply is on the x axis, the graph of perfectly elastic supply will be parallel to x axis, almost parallel to x axis, and you can say perpendicular to y axis. But there is another type of elasticity. The next is perfectly inelastic demand, inelastic supply, perfectly inelastic supply. This type of elasticity is when there is a huge change in the price, but supply remains unchanged. Supply remains unchanged. We can't increase or decrease the supply. In that stage, the elasticity of supply is called perfectly inelastic. X, suppose the X given by the hen, the supplier of the poultry farm cannot increase or decrease the X. Or we can say that an example, milk. A cowman cannot increase or decrease the milk of cow or buffalo. The production of the milk is limited. It's natural. So if the price of the milk increases by double, or with 40 it became 50, or from 40 it became 20, the change in the price is more, but the supply remains unchanged, or there is a slight change or negligible change. In that situation, the elasticity is called perfectly inelastic supply. Elastic is supply is not changing, inelastic. So in this type of elasticity, graph will be, if we mark price on the y-axis and supply on the x-axis, the graph of perfectly inelastic supply will be perpendicular to on the x-axis and parallel to the y-axis, opposite to the previous graph of perfectly elastic. Ice creams is a perfectly elastic supply. Now the price of the in the winter, the price of the ice cream remains equal as the winter and summer, but in the summer the supply of ice cream increases by many folds, but in the winter it decreases, price remain constant. The third type of elasticity is with the normal goods. It is unitary elastic supply, or one, we can say unitary means one. If the proportionate or the percentage change in the price and percentage change in the supply is equal, then we can say the supply has a unitary elastic supply. Price and supply has a direct relation. If price increases by 10%, from 100 to it became 110, the price was 100 and supply was 1000. At 100 rupees, 1000 articles or goods was supplied. Now the price changes by 100 to 110, the 10% hike in the price, and that result, the 10% increase in the supply, that means from 1000 it became 1100, the supply becomes 1100, 1100. In that case, the percentage change in the supply is equal to the percentage change in the price, means 100 upon 1000 equals to 10%, 1000 divided by 100 equals to 10%, and 100 divided by 10 is 10%. So 10 upon 10 equals to 1, that is unitary elastic supply. The third is, the next fourth is the more than unitary elastic supply. More than unitary supply means when there is more change in the supply than change in the price. Means if the price increases by 10%, but the supply increases by more than 10%, it may be 15 or it may be 20. In that condition, we will say that the elasticity of supply is more than unitary or more than 1. Take an example. The price was 100 and supply was 1000. Now the price changes by 10% and became 110 rupees, and the supply increases by 20% and it became 1200, means the increase in the supply is 200, means 200 change upon 1000, 1000 divided by 200 equals to 20%, whereas change in the price is 100 upon 10 equals to 10. So the 20% increase in the supply due to 10% increase in the price, that means the elasticity is 2. 20 divided by 10 equals to 2. The price elasticity of supply is 2. That is more than 1, more than unitary elastic supply. In the more than unitary elastic supply, the graph will be from 45 degree angle to 90 degree angle, 0 degree angle. That will be with less load. And the last is less than unitary supply. In the less than unitary supply, if the percentage change in the supply is less than percentage change in the price, then it will be less than 1. Take an example. If the price from 100 it goes 110, means there is a 10% change in the price, whereas from 1000 units the supply goes to 1050, only 50 is increases, that is 5%. 50 upon 1000, that is 0.5. So there is half % change, that is 0.5% increase in the supply, whereas there is a 10% increase in the price. In that condition, the elasticity is 0.5, less than 1. In less than 1 elasticity, graph is with the more than 45 degree angle to 90 degree angle. In between that, the slope of the less than unitary elastic is more steep, more sharp. In that way, there is a 5 types of elasticity of supply, and the graph is given in the notebook. You can study from there.